Wrestling fans, thanks for clicking today's D-Rose report. What is the name of that? Hey, got a lot of information here about the Wrestling Network, WWE, so get some of this, maybe the question and answers out of the way. But first, WWE Chairman and CEO Vince McMahon, Chief Strategy Financial Officer George Barrios, and SWV of Financial Planning and Investors Relations, Michael Weitz, hosted a conference call today about their 2013 financials. Well, anyway, here's some kind of the highlights of it. Vince says everything is in the results were in line with expectations. Anyway, Vince called WWE's social network media growth extraordinary. And then he talked about a lot of WWE new projects and that they're moving forward with. And Vince said that they are out in the marketplace for the first time for a long time as far as TV fees go, TV rights. They're looking to finish negotiation in late April or soon after. This is interesting still. Said they are really excited about the WWE Network going live on Monday. Regarding pay-per-views, Vince says most standard providers have agreed to carry WrestleMania 30 because that's big money for everybody. And after that, everything's going to be on an event-by-event basis. So sometime your cable provider may carry it, and sometime they may not. Whether a price is going to increase or decrease, I'm not sure. Then nobody said anything yet. Barrios talked about how they've been testing the network out in different platforms in preparation for the launch. And he also said, indeed, in negotiations about the TV rights, they're having similar discussions in India. And as of today, WWE reached more than 260 million followers across social media network, a 90% increase from the year before, which when you're not there, a couple of years ago, let's say, and then once you are there, you're going to have extraordinary growth because never had it before. Please. And they are all real happy with the success of Total Divas. All right, Patrick Burke of You Can Play team, which aims to end homophobia, there you go, in sports, noted on Twitter that they will be giving a presentation on that issue in sports to NXT stars at the WWE Performance Center down in Orlando this week. I got my own suspicion about homophobic things. If somebody calls somebody a, let's say, the F word, and you're just being insulted to him just because you didn't call the guy fat, ugly, stupid, idiot, cross-eyed, whatever. That is where they're lumping that word in with it's not homophobic. It ain't any more homophobic than you're got a phobia against fat people. Nothing different. Just lighten up, people. Lighten up. Hey, the bigger news coming out of WWE Network programming is a lineup announcement on Wednesday. WWE is going to be going head-to-head with TNA Wrestling, Impact Wrestling on Thursdays. So the network will have a 3-hour block of programming on Thursday nights. The Legend House is going to be at 8 p.m. Beginning April 10th. NXT TV at 9 p.m. Beginning March 6th. And Superstars at 10 o'clock beginning February 27th. And we've already seen, website comments and heard from fans about that's saying they're going to be choosing the network over Impact on Thursdays. Well, we'll see how many people. Well, it might be a big hit on TNA because I believe, aren't they giving away that for a week or so, the network for free, so we could try it. Yeah. But anyway, I think Superstars, or not Superstars, but NXT TV, I thought it was going to be on for 2 hours. That's the initial show premiere. Anyway, it's worth noting that WWE is now plugging Chris Jericho's podcast on their website after plugging Steve Austin's podcast on Raw last week, and it appears that WWE is allowing their talent to be guests on those podcasts, and recently noted that WWE is interested in getting into podcast business after seeing the success Jericho and Austin's had, and recently paired up with podcasting against giant Podcast One, my fault, on .com, to host the 30 years of WrestleMania. Now I'm never done a podcast. Now, do you have to buy that? Do you just stick it out there and you got advertisers on it? Somewhere you got to be able to make some money off of that. Hey, let me know so I can try it. I can't get hardly anybody to listen to me for free. Hey, anyway, noted Kevin Nash, Bret Hart, Paul Heyman's going to be working the NXT Arrival show. The pre-show, Thursday, 7:30 p.m. on the network. Apparently, Nash is replacing Shawn Michaels on the panel. Didn't hear why. Alexander Rusev, by the way, is going to be using the sidewalk slam as a finishing move now instead of the camel clutch that he's been using. And I guess he's going to take people outside. And if you get slammed on the sidewalk, you're done. Ryback revealing a new singlet for Sunday's Elimination Chamber pay-per-view featured he and his partner Curtis Axel on it. Isn't that just darling? Axel retweeted the photo and called it the greatest thing he's ever seen. I don't know where he put Axel's or his own head on it, but anyway. Hey, you wonder where Brodus Clay's been? Well, he's been working out at the Performance Center in Orlando this week. He's been working with NXT live events down in Jacksonville, Florida. All right, WWE's website's got another question up for the WWE Countdown show on the network. And this one asking the fans the greatest tag teams of all time. If you missed some, let me know. But anyways, no certain order. Edge and Christian, New Age Outlaws, the Rockers, Legion of Doom, British Bulldogs, Dudley Boys Demolition, the Rock and Socket Action, Fabulous Freebirds, or the Hardy Boys. All right. The fourth quarter 2013 financials, you can download the thing if you want, but the report reveals one of the worst pay-per-view buy numbers in WWE history for the Battleground pay-per-view at 114,000 buys. The first Battleground pay-per-view featured Daniel Bryan taking on Randy Orton. And it could be the rest of the pay-per-view wasn't worth getting. The results of then shows a strong 228,000 buys for Hell in a Cell. Let's see. That was up 199,000 from 2012. Survivor Series pay-per-view was Big Show and Randy Orton, 177,000. That's down from 208,000 in 2012. December TLC with Cena taking on Orton drew 181,000, just up a bit from 175,000 in 2012. All right, I'm going to go through this fairly quick, just the highlights of it, on what the first ever 24/7 streaming network, what's its lineup going to be? Well, anyway, of course, the big highlight, WrestleMania 30 Sunday, April 6th and 7th, p.m. Eastern Standard Time from the Mercedes-Benz Superdome. In addition, for the first time ever, the Hall of Fame is going to be aired in its entirety on the network on April 5th. All right, the network's officially launching Monday the 24th. Remember, at 9 a.m., though. Fans will be instantly have programming of comprehensive WWE video-on-demand library upon signing up exclusively with WWE. I'm not sure, but I think that maybe is the free part. They probably want all your info, so after the free comes up, they'll hit you with a credit card deduction. Anyway, the WWE Network will be available through the WWE app, TV via connection, including Roku, which I just got the other day. It's a streaming device. It's got a lot of channels on there, but none I really want. But anyway, Sony PlayStation 3, Sony PlayStation 4, Xbox 360. The network's also going to be available through WWE app and iOS devices, including iPad, iPod, not iPod, but iPhone, Kindle's Fire devices from Amazon, and Android devices, as well as you can get it on the desktop and computer. And if you got the smart TV, you got it straight over to there. If you don't have the smart TV, there's little devices you can hook onto your computer. Well, actually, I think you have to have a HDMI input on your smart TV, or on your TV anyway. As long as you got one of them, it'll pick up a Wi-Fi from your computer if you got one of the newer ones, or if you're wired up with Wi-Fi, and then you can watch it on the TV, but you got to have Wi-Fi to pick it up. All right, WrestleMania 30. Anyway, that's going to be on there. The Hall of Fame. Live Monday Night Raw pre-show and WWE Raw press backstage pass. It's called. It's a 30-minute pre-show and premieres the 24th at 7:30. Backstage pass is going to be immediately after Raw goes off, doing analysis and I don't know. Anyway, Friday Night SmackDown pre-show and backstage pass. WrestleMania Rewind is going to be on there, providing fans with a comprehensive look back to groundbreaking matches, dramatic WrestleMania history. WWE Countdown, 1 hour groundbreaking interactive countdown series will put the power squarely in the viewers' hands, giving the audience a chance to discuss and rank WWE's most spectacular superstars, unexpected moments, catchphrases, digital polling, and social media interaction. And then the Legends House is going to be on there. This is NXT. And the NXT Arrival, that's going to be the first live in-ring event to air Thursday, February 27th, 8 p.m. There's going to be a lot of New Age Outlaws. Shawn Michaels, Bret Hart's going to be there. All right. And regular NXT is going to be on there. And WWE Superstars is going to be on there. And Beyond the Ring, it's an all-access pass of fast-paced action that says WWE Home Video Library with classic matches, groundbreaking biographies of legends right at the fingertips, it says. Then they got the Best of Raw every Wednesday at 9. Best of Raw is going to be featuring most memorable episodes and longest running episodic. Best of SmackDown, same type thing, except just a different channel. Expansive video on demand library. It says, in addition to having live original programming, fans are going to be able to have access to comprehensive videos on demand. And it says totally more than 1,500 hours of video on demand at launch. So they increased it 500. Enough for a while. Hey, Chris Jericho noted on Twitter that Chris Lewinsky will be on Talk is Jericho next week. Going to be talking about most likely concussions and effects of. Final Raw Monday rating was 3.08, down from 3.14 last week. The Rock is featured on March 2014 cover of Muscle Fitness. And it's no secret there's been a lot of negative feelings between Maria Kanellis and the Bella Twins, of various issues, I guess, and mainly Maria saying the Bella Twins blocked her from returning to WWE. And Maria apologized on Twitter this evening and says, Nicole and Brie, I'm sorry for anything I may have said that have hurt you, and I'd like for everyone to move past this. Wish you both the well. Now will you hire me back? No, she didn't. Anyway, I didn't go on to specify what it was. Happy birthday to TNA Knockout Champion Gail Kim, mere 37 years old. New Japan founder Antonio Inoki, 71. And today would have been the birthday of WWF champion Buddy Rogers, would have been 93 years old. Thanks for clicking, you guys. I gotta go.